tremendous feature to cut it right so that you don't mess up how the fibers play in the light.
Right, and they're actually, they're microcrystals. In this case, it's asbestos crystals. And asbestos is not bad if it's in a crystalline form, right? It's not fiber, right? It's not dangerous.
It's not gonna hurt you.
But that's what you're seeing. You're actually seeing small asbestos crystals that are linear, growing like that.
Right, and you got to cut it right to make sure you don't mess that up.
Right, right.
It's very difficult. Okay, so here we go. Because your response was huge to the Hubei, we are going to actually bring it up and we're going to show it to you right now. We're actually going to hold it for next hour. We're like, nope, forget about it. We're going to bring it up now. This is absolutely one of the rarest vintage, sought-after turquoise you will ever see anywhere. Not just HSN, not just Jay's collection, but just anywhere in the world, because it is vintage.
Top 12 collectible turquoises. Of the top, what I consider the top 12 turquoises that I have in my private collection, that things that I collect that you can't even get, like the old Landers, materials like that, that I covet, that I put back. And I can't make jewelry out of it. I just have specimens in my specimen case, right? There are turquoises that are collectible. Sleeping Beauty is another one that is totally collectible. Anybody who has, there is no turquoise like this on planet Earth. Hubei is like no other turquoise that you'll ever see. This came on the market in the late 70s, early 80s. And then the government actually closed it down. The story on this and what makes Hubei so amazing, I just want, like, I don't know if you guys could come in on this or not, okay? Okay, do you see this? Okay, this is cool. This is all the natural Hubei. Do you know how long I've had these? These are my samples from the 70s.
Are they really?
These are my samples.
Get out of here.
From the 70s. Okay, honestly, these are my samples from the 70s when I was actually bringing in this material. And these were my sales samples. This is what I was showing people, and I would say, here's what I have, this is what I look. There is no other turquoise that looks like this. And that's what makes it so valuable and so collectible. It is vintage, it's antique. Even the story on this, okay, this material was the first turquoise material that ever came out of China. At that time, you have to understand, in the 70s, China was a closed society. You weren't allowed, especially as a Westerner, you weren't allowed to go into the country, right? They opened up Shenzhen, they opened up the free trade zone. What makes this so unique and so incredible, it's not just the story of China, one of the first turquoises that ever came out of China, but it's an American story. They didn't know anything about that, and I was right there when this is all happening. And this was right at the time when I was just starting my business, when I was really kind of getting into designing, when I was still really starting to work, way before the Mind Find show, right? You're looking at something that was this was all mined late 70s, early 80s, and then after that it was all shut down. So you're looking at material that literally I've had for 4 decades, almost 5 decades. I mean, this material is so rare, and you can't get it, you can't replace it, you can't find it.